morning to all those within earshot. We stand here at the junction of Westbury Road, um, Pickwick Gap, and New Orleans, a place where we can see culture comes together. And today we launched the 69th Clean and Green site. With us is Minister of Environment and National Beautification, Minister Adrian Ford, and the MP for the area. Welcome, Minister Corey Lane. Before any further ado, we'll hand over to Minister Ford for his remarks.
Pleasant good morning. And we have created a new location because it combines three different areas. So we call it a new location today. Pickwick or New Orleans, and this is Westbury, of course, just side of the Richmond Gap University, Fair God, Think Clean, and Aim High. I just want to say today, I am happy to be here. I am happy to be here because we have entered a new dimension at the 69th Clean and Green site, a new dimension for Clean and Green in terms of what we intend to do with these sites across Barbados, commercial activity. But it's not for me to catch a lot of fright today to talk about commercial activity. It is the brainchild of the guy who represents this area, this Michael man himself, this city man himself, Minister Corey Lane. I want to talk about sustainable development today. I want to talk because every single country across the world acquiesced to the United Nations General Assembly call to have sustainable development and to be able to realize all 17 goals by 2030. That is a noble call. But the only way we can have sustainable development, my friends, is if the 5 planks or the 5 Ps are recognized and they are adhered to. Those being partnerships. You must have that. You must have the planet at the center of any sustainable development. People and their prosperity. And lastly, but by no means least, peace. And to my left, obviously to your right on camera, the man who is the champion for peace across this country. The man who understands that if you interfuse those 5 planks in a special way, then we can sustain and develop anything we want to. The peace man himself, who has walked up the length and breadth of this Barbados, ensuring that Barbadians understand how to live in peace. How that if you have peace married with good partnership, peace being married with the planet, peace being married to prosperity, that those things will then ensure that Barbados is a sustainable development nation and that we as a small island developing state can tell the rest of the world that we have reached our ability to do that which we are supposed to do. I am saying today that we can have peace if we are able to balance our ecosystems with our activities. So when you come to this site and the community is asked to work together by ensuring that you put your hands to the plow, that you help plant some trees, that there is an equal trust in terms of ensuring that there is no illegal dumping in this area, that we have persons who come out with a bucket of water that is caught, of course, from the rainfall because we understand about conservation. And that water could be used to help wet those plants. The community then works together. The community understands, therefore, not only the tenets of the 5 Ps and the 5 planks, they understand that you must have discipline, that you must work together, so it's our hard work, and that there must be care and love and attention paid to not only yourself and your community, but to nature and the ecosystems. That is what the community then understands. So you work together in a selfless way. These are the things and the principles that we would like to imbue in Barbadians. We would like you to say to yourself, I must be with one in my natural environment, and I'm going to do it as a community. But as I said just now, it is for not me, it's not for me as Minister of the Environment to have the ability to vocalize today. There's another gentleman who is the city champion himself, the man who has told the entire city of Bridgetown, I will do my best at all times on your behalf. The man who has called my phone on numerous occasions and tell me, Minister, there are clean and green sites across Barbados 68. I want to be the special 69. That's why he has told Barbados, the special 69th clinic range site. And today, that dream will become a reality.
As Barbadians prepare for the Atlantic hurricane season, here is some basic information for every household. A gallon of water per day per person for consumption to cover about 2 weeks. At the very least, a 3-day supply of dry goods and canned foods. An adequate supply of prescription and non-prescription medication, along with a first aid kit. You will need to stock up on hygiene supplies like toilet paper, toothpaste, and soap. If you have a baby, you should ensure you have extra diapers and wipes, as well as any special food items. You should ensure you have flashlights, batteries, and a portable radio. At this time of year, Barbadians are advised to avoid buying excess meat, frozen foods, and other items that require refrigeration in the event that electricity is lost for an extended period of time. This would result in spoilage and a wastage of money.
Hi, my name is Senator Shanika Roberts-Odle. I'm currently the acting CEO of the Barbados Medicinal Cannabis Licensing Authority. Long name. We call it the BMCLA. I'm here to talk to you today about a closed loop system. What that really means is our licensees are really only allowed to sell to other licensees, except in a few very specific areas. Now, a cultivator can sell to any other licensee within the grouping. A processor can really sell to any other licensee, but they can also sell to a pharmacist or a pharmacy and to pharmaceutical distributors. Import and export. The names are kind of self-explanatory. Now, an importer can sell to any other licensee, but an exporter is really and truly for the purpose of selling outside of Barbados. We also have R&D and lab. Now, these are fairly capital-intensive licenses, so they are allowed to sell to any other licensee, but they're also given an export license that allows them to sell outside of Barbados. Retail distributor is a very special license. It allows you to open up a therapeutic facility. Now, that particular licensee is allowed to sell to other licensees, yes, but their purpose is really for the purpose of allowing the public to be able to enter their facility and make use of the products produced within the industry. And finally, transport licensee. Now, a transport licensee doesn't really sell a good, they sell services. And therefore, a transport licensee allows other licensees to move their goods from one point to another.
For more information, visit our website at www.bmcla.bb.
I am Acting Postmaster General Joanne Busby, and we at the Barbados Postal Service are always willing to partner with other government departments and other agencies as well to provide services that benefit the public. And as such, we were more than happy to work with the Electoral and Boundaries Commission to facilitate the pinning process for the national identity cards. This pinning process is available at 14 of our post offices across the island. At the General Post Office, you can come and pin your card between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. At the District and Parish Post Offices, you can come between the hours of 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. on Mondays and 8 a.m. and 3:15 p.m. Tuesdays to Fridays. So we ask you to come and take advantage of the easily accessible and convenient locations of post offices across the island. So come on out and pin your ID card.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Danielle Reed Malilo and I'm a general physician, and today we're going to talk about knowing your risk for obesity. In Barbados, overall, 2 out of 3 adults are overweight, and 1 out of 3 adults are obese. Also, in children, 1 in every 3 child is overweight or obese. There are some health parameters that you should know about yourself. These parameters are your blood pressure, your HbA1c and fasting blood sugar, your weight, and your BMI. At home, you should have a blood pressure monitor, a glucometer, which is a blood sugar machine, and a scale. And from time to time, you should document these readings, and you should also be familiar with these readings. You can also take a diary with the readings to your doctor so they can better help manage your condition.
I want to give you the man who has said to Barbadians, come and walk with me because peace, love, care, unity, and togetherness must be at the fulcrum of any development in this country. The man who has said to those on the block, put down those guns, put down those weapons of destruction, and take the tools of empowerment. Take up those gloves that will help you to become a better person, help you to make a living. The man himself, the city man, the man that understands that the city is the city and the city alone. I want to welcome you, the MP, none other than my good friend, Minister Corey Lane. Thank you.
Good morning to my friend and colleague, Minister MP Adrian Ford. Definitely a hype man. Good morning to all. I want to start by saying that yes, 69 is an important number, not just because it is here today, but this spot must come to known as love and unity. And what you may not know is that currently I have a football tournament on this field right now called Love and Unity. And this spot is significant because as it connects Westbury to Pickwick Gap to New Orleans, that this spot becomes a spot of action. Now, what a lot of people don't know, we would like to fix all the problems in the world. And I never said I was the person to do it. We have to do it through one of the P's called partnership. And as I walk these streets, I ask you as the residents to meet me halfway, 50-50. Can't do it alone. I want to talk about another P. You talk about peace. What people don't know and should know is that this place had a reputation before. But the reputation that we're going for now is peace. As hundreds of people from all across Barbados that was warring before, just hang out here when the night come and watch football. But we don't want to stop at peace. We got to deal with people. And we may have got Damien Pinder here, and he could tell you that one of the things we're working on is to ensure that these people have prosperity, working with the UDC, the Urban Development Commission, to put in stalls. But as we beautify here now, we could got these stalls here around the site, a beautiful site, permanently, with some permanent activity on the pasture to ensure that the people in peace have prosperity. So that's how the peace and the peas just come together, man. I tell people I come to solve problems. I come for the pettiness and the picking. I come for programs, policy, plans, projects, and to solve problems. That is what we come here to do. Every clean and green I come to, I think of the phenomenon of climate change. And we got to remove as much CO2 from the atmosphere. Don't mind it accounts for 0.04, but as we exhale, we need more oxygen, so we need trees. We need trees for shade because I'm sure all of y'all cooking like me in the sun right now, and I get sun headaches. And I could tell you that the sun hot, we need some trees and some beauty. I think of the phenomenon that we have with depression, social media, and so on. And the statistics show that green sites help to alleviate depression. I think of the phenomenon we have with poverty. And then when we can set up sites like this, we can have continuous activity. You can put some money in the people's pockets. Another P is what we're talking about. That is what is happening here today. So don't just see this as a clean and green site where we put down some benches. Understand what is really happening here at this launch today. So with no further ado, no more words, I really want to congratulate the minister and his entire Clean and Green team for bringing another Clean and Green to the city of Bridgetown. And on behalf of the people of the city of Bridgetown, I want to thank you. And before I go, I would like to just hear a few words from Damien, because this is the people that matter. The Honorable Damien Pinder, I put the title on his name today to speak on how you feel about this project coming here and your empowerment happening as a result of it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, good afternoon. Corey promised us that he would have come true, and he did come true. And the whole peace program is working out for the whole society because the youths getting to express their feelings and getting to go places they never went before, and everything working out to suit. So we thank Corey for everything, and we thank the government. Thanks.
Thank you very much. No, that was not planned, but he's happened to say the what I believe is happening. The only thing is, I would auto-correct is promise. I don't promise anything. The only thing I could promise two things. Sure, on my back, which is mine, so I could promise you this, and I could promise and do my best, because that's what I do every single day. Other than that, I can tell you I try my best, and we achieve on this. There's a million other things. One down, 999,999 to go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Over back to you, Minister.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Minister Ford and Minister Lane, also Mr. Pinder. Evidently, we can see that Minister Lane is a man with a plan. All right, we will ask now hear from our dendrologist, Mr. Nigel Jones, and after him, we will hear from the field officer who will give you an insight as to what will be happening on the site.
Good morning, ministers. What appears to be a very noble gesture this morning speaks to reality, because we can look at all the many things that trees do, but if there's something that should catch your attention at this time, is the heat and the amount of dust in the atmosphere. And with heat, as you say now, it leads to dehydration. And dehydration leads to the consumption of more water. And we are already having issues with water. Hence, we need more trees around to reduce the amount of evaporation from the Earth's surface that would cause our aquifers to dwindle as we go along. So just remember with heat, you need more water to address the issue of dehydration, and we are already a water scarce country. In terms of heat again and dust, we are around a school and there are a few trees. Understand that there's a mean, the mean asthma cases annually in Barbados is just over 10,000. And asthma in Barbados is primarily triggered by dust. And if you look around on your tree leaves, you can see a lot of dust. Or in bark, if you open the bark, you see a lot of dust that would be normally in the lungs of the children who are actually playing and so on. So therefore, when you look at the bark on the underside of the leaves, they have different types of hairs, things like hispy, brisket, tomatoes, pubescent, condensate, those type of hairs. They trap different dust particles. So therefore, this is not just a gesture. This is real. It speaks to heat. It speaks to asthma and other health issues. I won't go on and on because there's too many things to say about trees this morning. I will leave it at that, but just understand that this clean and green is just not beautification. It deals with issues at the core. Thank you very much.
We'll now hear from the field officer for this area, Mr. DeAndre Taylor, and he will give you an insight as to what he's going to do to make here.
All right, first of all, let's say good morning to both ministers, staff, and people that's looking out from outside. So I'm going to bring some soil. From grade the area first, we're going to bring some soil, level off the area. We're going to put a couple benches around the area for community purposes. People can come out and sit down and relax and sell stuff. We're going to put in some fruit trees as well, that people can come out, can pick fruits and stuff, and that's basically it. We're going to make this area a nice community area.
Okay, thank you. That rounds it up for the launch of our 69th site. Thank you very much. And remember that the minister for the area has a plan, and it involves the people who are around. Thank you very much.